Good day everyone, how are you all doing? This is Yixir at Man Crypto, back again with another video. In this video, we're going to be looking at Ocean Protocol and their recent partnership update. And we're also going to be looking at Bitcoin and Ethereum, looking at their price action. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So first and foremost, let's have a look at Bitcoin, sorry. So as I mentioned last time in the last market breakdown, it doesn't look like, or we haven't bottomed out just yet on the weekly time frame. As you can see, third red candle, or we are red at the moment for this week, and we have not bottomed out. The first sign of a bottoming out would be obviously a green candle and then the confirmation of that green candle. So on the weekly, it doesn't look like we've bottomed out yet. But so far this week, it's only Wednesday. It doesn't look like there's too much volume pushing it down. But that's only Wednesday. We still got many days to go. On the daily time frame, however, it does look like we've created a bottom at this low at about 31,000 or 30,800. Rejected from that level and then tested the resistance at 32,900, just round it up to 33,000. Since that rejection, it's been on the way down and it looks like it's going to retest this bottom of 30,000 once again. If it doesn't hold, then I think the target of 28,000 or 26,000 may come to pass once again, because there isn't much resistance or support in this area over here, so we may end up going lower. It's looking that way. Obviously, we have to see as time goes by. If it does end up going further down and retesting that, we'd want to see a strong rejection to be bullish once again. Another thing I've noticed is we do seem to be operating in this range, this low of 30,000 and this high of 33,000. So this seems to be somewhat of a trading range that we're operating within. So I'll be interested to see, again, if we test this as support and if this becomes resistance once again. If we do consolidate in this area, I think that'd be very good. We'll probably end up in some kind of explosive move to the downside and then we carry on this trend. The other thing that I do want to make a note of is this trend line, this counter trend line. Once we retest this and break above this, that's, in my opinion, when the bulls will start to take more control. So I'm looking at this long-term trend line or short-term trend line as the indication that the bulls will start to take over. That's what I'm looking for going forward. Moving over to Ethereum. I did mention in the private Telegram group on this day, actually, when we officially broke new highs, this may be Ethereum's time. I still think Ethereum has gained dominance, but the pattern that I did identify in the previous breakdown is this broadening wedge or channel formation. So potentially, if this midpoint doesn't hold, this resistance and support, if this doesn't hold this area from about 12,036 or 1,230 to about 1,300, let's say. It's about 1,200 to 1,300. This holds as support, which is about the midpoint of this pattern. If it holds, then I think we'll continue on going higher. If it doesn't, then this trend line will be the next support level, and then we'll see how we carry on over there. But I do think it is Ethereum's turn. It's looking like Ethereum's turn. Let's just go over to, actually, let's look at the weekly first, and then we'll look at ETH BTC before going over to Ocean. So on the weekly, it looks like this low, this small low, is acting as support now. You can see clearly tested at that level. So if it can hold, if it can turn around from this point, then Ethereum will truly start its bull run and smash all-time high, and then we'll start to hit these targets. So this week will be very interesting. We may see a wick below this, but if it just closes above this level of 12,050, give or take, then that'll be a very, very bullish sign for Ethereum. So let's have a look out for that. I'm not going to cover any other coins apart from ETH BTC. So we smashed through this resistance level, as you can see, and now it's turning around. It's finding some resistance. Potentially we could retest this as support and then continue on going higher, but this is the reason why I think it is Ethereum's turn, because it smashed through some important resistance, and thus it'll probably consolidate, retest, and then continue on to the next major level. Let's just have a quick look at actually the altcoin dominance. As you can see, massive rally, mainly due to Ethereum, obviously the leader of the altcoins. It's facing some resistance, long-term resistance at this point, so it may get a strong rejection from this. So we're gonna have to maybe consolidate, but I think there will be a strong rejection coming up very soon. But then again, similar to Bitcoin, once we break past this, it will truly be altcoin season. This may be in the next few weeks / month, maybe February, March, April. We'll see how this plays out. Now let's look at Ocean's news, and then we'll go to the price action. So the news is Moonbeam and Ocean Protocol teams partner together to bring a new data economy to Polkadot. The complete integration will enable users to publish data, stake on data, and buy data in the Polkadot ecosystem in an open, secure fashion. And obviously, this is what Ocean Protocol do, but now they're going to move the operation and migrate to Polkadot. Absolutely huge bullish news. Obviously, Ethereum is still the leader in as a platform when it comes to dApps and whatnot, but Polkadot, as we all know, is fast approaching and potentially will overtake in good time. So the fact that Ocean is moving over to Polkadot this early is a very good sign. So the more Polkadot grows as an ecosystem, Ocean can grow with it. So very bullish news. I opened the article so you can read a little bit more about it. So Moonbeam, we'll look into Moonbeam in a second, is an Ethereum compatible smart contract platform on Polkadot. They announced its integration with Ocean Protocol, a data exchange protocol for the Web3 data economy. Moonbeam and Ocean teams have completed the first part of an initial integration, a successful deployment of Ocean's contracts to Moonbeam. The full initial integration will also involve bridging Ocean token from Ethereum mainnet and a new deployment on Ocean Market web app components for Moonbeam. Once complete, this will enable users to publish data, stake on data, buy data in the Polkadot ecosystem in an open and secure fashion. The partnership between Moonbeam and Ocean Protocol will lead to additional updates. For example, assets from both Ethereum mainnet and Moonbeam will be viewable side by side in the Ocean market. Further data privacy enhancing features will be rolled out, and over time there will be ways to bridge data tokens themselves across networks and to share liquidity. So co-founder from Ocean Protocol mentioned this: "It is our pleasure to work with the Moonbeam team to start engaging with the Polkadot ecosystem. We have long envisioned Ocean to be a data asset layer across many blockchain networks." That's the key part. So going forward, they'll probably expand to other blockchains as well. Maybe Cardano, who knows? There's going to be many blockchains going forward that will be popular amongst the masses. So the fact that their plan is to migrate to all different platforms is very bullish. Polkadot is all about interoperability amongst these networks. Since Ocean deployed initially to Ethereum mainnet, then the clear starting point for Ocean in Polkadot is Moonbeam with its Ethereum compatibility. So a little bit about Moonbeam. So basically, anyone that wants to migrate and move the operations to Polkadot, Moonbeam can assist with that. So as I said, this is the easiest path to multi-chain. Minimal configuration changes, no need to rewrite or reconfigure your smart contracts. They'll work right away. So they're able to just literally, in a simple manner, copy and paste the smart contracts that are built using Solidity on Ethereum, and they're just able to paste that onto Polkadot in a very easy manner. You can even use Ethereum-based tools you love like MetaMask, Remix, and Truffle. Familiar smart contract languages, support for Solidity, Viper, and anything that compiles to EVM bytecode, pre-built integrations, so built-in integrations for assets like DOT and ERC20s, and infrastructure services like Chainlink and the Graph. So as it said, a fully Ethereum compatible environment on Polkadot. So they're basically bridging the gap between Ethereum and Polkadot. So this is going to be very, I think, a good project going forward, because a lot of Ethereum based dApps that are now looking at Polkadot thinking, they want a piece of that. They're seeing the upgrades that are available in Polkadot, the fact that they're cheaper, many innovations that Polkadot are benefiting from because of the fact they can look, at Ethereum, what they did wrong, and have built upon that. They can now easily move to Polkadot, which is going to be, I think, very popular going forward. Again, Polkadot is the new, fresh project that's going faster and faster going forward and developing at a very fast rate. So if Polkadot end up, becoming number one as the blockchain platform, then Moonbeam will be important in that. And a lot of projects will be able to just migrate over to Polkadot, which would be very interesting going forward. So all these ERC20 tokens can easily move over to Polkadot. So Moonbeam look like they're going to be very important going forward, but that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about Ocean Protocol. And this is big news, very big news. So let's see how it's affected the price. Well, first and foremost, it has not affected it at all, or even you could say negatively affected it. All this massive spike up to 75 cents could have been, the hype. But of course, the market is trending down. Bitcoin is down, Ethereum is down. So the rest of the market is going to have that selling pressure pushing it down. So that's all natural. What I'm looking for mainly is this test of the previous high between what looks like a double bottom or a symmetrical triangle. This test is very important, and hopefully it can hold this. If it does, that'll be successful retest, which is very common in this chart pattern, and then we can really build on towards that almighty $1. We've been waiting for it for so long. It just needs to hurry up and make that. But this is very crucial that it holds this support. If it doesn't hold, then it could end up going all the way back down towards this trend line, perhaps around in the 30s cent range. So I'm looking for that retest, and then we can move on. But if we look at Ethereum as well, the fact that it's also at an important level, if you can hold that and push on, I think the rest of the altcoin market will push on with it. The fact that altcoin dominance is starting to increase, ETH BTC or Ethereum is gaining a dominance, does make me think that this may end up holding this level, and that will continue on going higher. We may see another wick down as you saw last week, but that's all fine. That's completely natural altcoin volatility. So the main thing I'm looking at is for it to hold this and then continue on. So let's see in the next week, this week perhaps, in the next week, 2 weeks, how it performs. But regardless, long term, Ocean Protocol is looking very bullish. Targets definitely $1, $5, and then $10. But we'll see as time goes on. So that'll be all for this video. Hope you got some value from that, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.